As you think about yourself as a CEO, what are the two core capabilities that you think have made you successful?
The first is being analytical. I don't know how everything works. There's a lot, it's very easy to go out into the market and spend a day selling and come back and think that you have the answers to how the business is doing or what's resonating, what isn't. And that's one sample. We've been able to do more and see more and come to better conclusions than would most companies our size because we've gotten our hands on data that gives us directions. The second thing is to continue to communicate. I think that people do their best work when they feel part of something. And so I am constantly reminding myself, like, does everyone know this? Do all the right people know this? Do they understand why we're doing something? Do they feel included? How can we make them feel connected? All of that, it sounds so sort of soft, but it's so hard. It's constant. You can't really oversell it.
So, how did you approach innovation from the start to now?
Sean, the founder, is so genius at this. I remember calling him and saying, we have too much of this one kind of barrel, and I don't know what we can do with it. He said, oh, this is going to be fun, and came up with what has become our most celebrated series or line, which is the basic concept is that unlike wine, whiskey doesn't age in the bottle. At the same time, there's a whole emphasis on age. And so we took those barrels and we set them aside, and we've released little pockets of them every single year. So you can collect and taste against each other, well, what happened over the course of this year? What happened over these 3 years? And what are the attributes that have come out? So it's called our vertical series, and it's sort of, the most celebrated or most attended to Pinhook release. Some of what is kind of awesome about entrepreneurship is you have problems, and those problems suggest the innovation.
So, looking ahead, in 10 years, what's your vision for Pinhook?
The long-term kind of self-sustaining place for Pinhook is to be in the portfolio of like a Diageo or a Constellation or someone who has a whole stable of brands and a sales force that can, in a cost-effective way, go to market, and the audience and sort of power, respect, et cetera, to continue to build it and give it new opportunities. But, I think that there are different ways to get there. The traditional wisdom would say that we've gotten to a place where we have definitely we're a brand that can't disappear. We've gotten to a place where if you have a conversation with a Diageo or a Constellation, they'll say, oh, wow, that's great, that's impressive. But there's still a way to go. We've got our work cut out for us, but so far so good.
Alice, thank you so much for being here today.
I had the best time. Thank you so much.